with so many parties, we feared that there would be split of vote. Now, obviously, there happened. Now, whom did it damage is a big question. Pramod, if we can start with you, is with so many parties, how do you see the split of votes?
See, this is a very interesting thing. When I said there was a consolidation towards one alternative, eventually it kind of happened towards BJP. But when we talk about the split, I believe the split damaged both. If you go into pure statistics, you can see that at least on 3 to 4 seats, the BJP got damaged because of split. On around 6 to 7 seats, Congress got damaged because of split. So, when we talk about this factor of split, although the opposition space was overcrowded and fractured, it necessarily did not only damage the opposition space. Some elements, or an element like Revolutionary Goans, an element like probably Aam Aadmi Party, which not necessarily took a anti-BJP vote, it even took a pro-BJP vote, which was kind of disillusioned with the BJP. So it damaged, it cut both ways. So the Congress also lost seats because of split, as well as BJP lost split because of seats. Their own leaders rebelled. Michael Lobo rebelled. In Bardesh, they got 4 seats because of that. Lakshmikant Parsekar rebelled. They lost a Manare seat because of that. There are, for example, a Shivoli seat, BJP probably lost because of Revolutionary Goans. So if you look at the data, then the split has cut both ways. So it has probably damaged Congress and its allies more, but it has also damaged BJP. So for me, the factor of split, we cannot necessarily say that Congress came down to 11 seats or 12 seats along with their allies merely because of split.
Professor, do you concur with the statement made by Pramod?
Yeah, so if you look at it from a supply side, I mean, I can get back into academics. If you look at it from supply side, which is what, when you look at it from a political party point of view, yes, it damaged. But if you ask me frankly, as a voter, as a citizen, as a teacher, I think what happened in Goan politics was amazing. Because the more number of players you have in a market, the consumer tends to become a king, because then you are trying to say that the consumer is a king, which means the voter is a king. And we have seen this. So in a place like Santandre, you have got a very young, youthful RGP young lad who goes on to win. You have got an extremely good face in place like Aldona, for example, who got elected. You've got some extremely good people getting elected under Aam Aadmi Party banner. So the point we are trying to simply make here is that when you give choice to consumer, it is a choice that the consumer makes. That simply means that the voter becomes a king. They get more options. If you don't give them options, then it is a choice between an evil and a lesser evil.
It is also, if I may add the BJP part into it, BJP replaced many of these defectors and gave tickets to their own leaders.
Correct.
Probably in Savarde they did that, in Kanpon they did that, in Pedne they did that. And they won all those seats. So BJP realized that there is a strong anti-incumbency and resentment against these defectors. So although they engineered defections 2-3 years back, by the end of the tenure, they realized that these guys are not going to give them seats. So they replaced them and they won those seats. So it's not only that. So all these corrective steps, even listening to the ground, listening to the pulse of the people, which BJP did very effectively during those last 2-3 months of the election. I think that has worked for them. So as Nilesh rightly said, the option that you did not want was replaced by BJP. The voter became the king and gave you those votes.
Okay.